What's going on, YouTube? Taz Flash here, and today it's just an update. I have been doing a lot of work on bringing some structure to this channel. Not that it shows much, because while I'm doing all this planning in the background, I'm just popping out videos rambling about stuff that is on my mind, just so that I can keep the channel going at the moment. But there is some actual work going on back in the background here. As you can see, I got a stack of stuff here. So first I want to start off with talking about the current series that I have on this channel and what's changed involving them, and which ones I've merged into single series, such as getting it off my chest. I've been doing a lot of those. I think I'm at 4 now. That one is me compiling all of my rant videos into one series, or at least trying to. I'm considering that a newly branded series. Crafty Arts is a new series that I just started, and it is going to be based on the different arts and crafts that I am capable of doing, and I will be getting back into my artwork 100% and making videos of this work so that people can enjoy the projects with me, maybe come up with a few projects of their own, get some ideas off of my own creativity and the skills that I've learned throughout the years of being around a lot of crafty people. And there's another new series that I've also only done one video of, Love and Unity. I've noticed I talk a lot about love and unity and respect and how people are with each other and relationships and jobs and life. And I'm trying to gather all of those talks into that one series. Holidays in Fort Collins has now been rebranded. It's just by name. It's now Holidays in FOCO, because that is what we call Fort Collins as a resident of Fort Collins. You're a resident of FOCO. Just an update will be videos like this, where I'm either updating you guys about my channel, or things that take precedence in my life that are going to change. Like if I'm going to get this RV in my name and take it on the road, updates about projects that I've currently got in the works and that are coming to completion and getting ready to be presented onto the channel. I will start getting such an order to how I'm going about this that I will be able to tell you guys towards the middle end of each video what to expect out of my next video. It won't always just be unplanned dribble just barfed out there onto my channel. Legacy Park is an original Taz Flash series where I went to Legacy Park and basically ranted about a bunch of stuff. It's being rebranded not by name. It'll still be Legacy Park, Part 1 through whatever. But this series is going to be geared more towards my nature lover side of me. Nature walks, rides on the bike trails. Legacy also has a bike trail that goes up into a separate park, multiple separate parks, and one of them I have a spot I call Sanctuary, where I go and spiritually reconnect to myself. There'll be come this fall, I will start making time-lapse videos of the seasons that will all be taking place within Legacy Park. So starting in fall, at the beginning of the changing of the leaves, I will start making weekly visits to Legacy Park and taking still shots of my favorite sceneries and how they change as the seasons go. And I will carry that time lapse out until the next fall. So that particular one, I'll be like sharing pictures and doing videos of progress on videos like that. But that video will be like an entire year making and won't be released until next fall. Not this coming fall, the fall afterwards. Short films by Taz. I've already done one. It's Heartstrings of God. And a very good friend of mine that I met while I was homeless in Fort Lauderdale wanted to put his presentation into a video so that he could share it with more people around the world. And I filmed and directed a short film on his presentation on the Heartstrings of God. But that series won't just be religious stuff. It won't just be talk videos. There'll be actual projects that I'm planning in the future, like clay animation, which we'll get to that at the bottom of this video, and other things that I would like to do. And I will be making multiple small films off of whatever editing skills and special effects skills I've picked up from just being a geek. Being a nerdy little geek that runs around and learns everything he can about the movies he loves and the music he loves. So I've compiled a lot of different skills off of self investigating things that intrigue me in the media world. Taz's comedy log. So y'all may remember me doing at least one joke on here. I have a lot of jokes that I've heard, and not all of them are so clean. Not all of them fit the standards I have in my heart and how I treat people and respect and so on and so forth. So I haven't exactly done a whole lot of joke videos because I'm worried that people won't be able to take jokes that I heard somewhere else and look at me differently because I think it's funny. Comedy is funny on every level, even the bad kind of comedy, in some scenarios. I'm not going to say in all scenarios, but I've told a lot of these jokes even to people in those minority groups that people might consider the jokes to be racist or bigot or whatever. And I get just as many jokes from laughs off of them than I do with anybody that is white or considered white privilege or privileged race or whatever people want to. I'm not about that. This channel is not about bigotry. It's about spreading love and making people laugh when I can. So as I'm able to clean up some of my jokes or maybe give you guys the cleaner versions or maybe just tell you guys the clean jokes, I haven't really been putting jokes up. But I have rebranded this. I did not have an actual name for it. I think I just put it up originally as Taz's Joke Part 1 or something like that. But it's actually named now. It's Taz's Comedy Log. And I'll try my best to keep it clean and respectful, though I know a lot of dirty jokes. My rant on homeless life, I will be keeping that. Even though I'm not homeless anymore, I still help a lot in the homeless community and still have a lot of insight on the topic. And God forbid, I may wind up back out there again someday. Maybe by choice to progress my life to the next stage in my life. Or maybe because I took too many chances here and helped too many people out and broke too many rules, and it's just gonna come to a head at some point. Either way, I will be keeping that because it's always been a big part of me to stand up for the streets and for the homeless and for people fighting injustices, whether it be tyranny against being transgender or gay or bi or whatever. I've never been able to sit back and watch people victimize each other with these things. Up and coming plans, channel plans. I have 7 new series that will be coming up in the near future. This will be the part of the video where I will spoil what those next series that I will be exposing will be and what they will be about. Okay. One that I've wanted to do ever since I got my first chopper bike was For the Love of Booze. Booze is an antonym, if I'm using the right word. It stands for Blue Eyes White Spider. And that is my bike's name. it's spelled as a child would, booze. But it means so much more to me. It's the design that I keep and follow for that bike. It's the mural that I plan on putting on the gas tank of it after I've customized it enough to have a motor on it. And through the past 3-4 years, it's been one of the most constant things in my life, the most important things in my life, the most meaningful things in my life. And the only thing that I feel 100% has not let me down. I've put all that I can spare into it without losing the roof over my head or screwing people over on debt that I owe on the streets. But it's very important to me that I am able to present my passion for booze to you guys on my channel, because I feel it gives a really good insight on who I really have become. And as this series, For the Love of Booze, progresses, I will be able to do other videos that will better give you guys a full picture from layer to layer to the center of my onion. Mind you, these new series that I'm going to be doing soon, there aren't any particular order in which I intend on bringing them onto the channel. Though Booze is due to be taken apart and her seat fixed and the saddlebags refastened on, and do something different with the handlebars and do a little more customization to her and make her a little different. So I predict very shortly, as soon as I get a warm day with enough time and energy to go out there and take her apart and put her back together in one day without having her sit out there in pieces, there will be the first video of Booze coming out. Though I'm not sure it's going to be the first one of the series that I'm going to bring to the channel next. Music Talk with Taz. I've mentioned that music is a huge part of my life and that it is like therapy to me, such as these videos are to me. And I want to do a vlog series about the true passion behind music and the difference between true soul in music and just playing music. I want to dispute the fact that a lot of people feel like, oh, well, I listen to this, so that music is garbage. Well, I listen to this, so your music is garbage. I have grown musically enough to know that all genres of music have their duds. And that there are certain type of people for certain types of music. Okay, so to sit and say that rap is garbage because they speak their words instead of carry melodies or whatever, or to say that rock is boring and dead because like it's just the same stuff over and over and there's so many other types of music coming out, everybody should just let it die, just like they did with disco when it was going out of rotation with having new artists and all that other stuff. Um, I want to show the world that having a worldly hindsight on the world's music, not just our country's music or our generation's music or our parents' music or our friends' music. That being multi diverse in music brings you to a better understanding for everybody. Opens your mind up in such a way that you can understand more people and more walks of life and be able to reach so many more people by understanding the passions and struggles that different walks in life present out there to us through their music. That is, I believe, the point of music in this world, is to help us have understanding, love, and unity with each other. So, well, love and understanding that we will find through music. Taz's Art Gallery. I'm actually kind of excited that one. I have some artwork. I can actually start working on that video, the first one of those videos, here shortly, because all I have to do is go online and save a bunch of my artwork, and actually like put it into an edited video and talk about them and what each piece is supposed to be about. This would be like also where I'll be putting a lot of my art projects that I will be doing in Crafty Arts. The Crafty Arts blog will supply a lot of this stuff that's going to go in there next. But it'll start off as sort of bring everybody up to speed to what I've already done. Setting past loves free. I talk a lot about the love struggles that I go through, the relationship and all that. I have not slept a whole lot because of this, but I have been working on myself. A lot of self-reflection, a lot of facing stuff that was too much pain to deal with, but I'm tired of sitting back and watching myself slip further down into this hole. So I'm starting a series. I don't expect anybody to watch. I don't even know if I'm going to actually put this public. If it's something that you want to watch, when you see that I have uploaded them, they'll probably be in a separate folder, and probably uploaded with restrictions to where you have to hit me up and acquire a link in order to be able to play the movies, the video, the vlogs in that playlist. So I'm doing it that way, may do it that way, because I feel like these particular videos are going to be extra emotional, extra personal, and I feel like they aren't exactly things people are going to want to watch on my channel. Things like these videos that I have posted before don't get a whole lot of views which means people aren't even clicking on it because they know automatically that they're not going to be interested in that kind of video. So a lot of these email rants about my love life and me trying to understand myself better, they'll go into series like that, like this one, setting past loves free. Now, this idea was sparked by this poem I wrote, which will probably wind up being the first video in the series. This was a couple of days ago, and inspired by a few months ago, a breakup causing me to go and actually write down what it is I'm looking for in my dream girl. Causing me to stay up all night last night and write down every single heartbreak that's ever happened. I have here 3 pages front and back, and each heartbreak will be a different video. Whether I was in the wrong or they were in the wrong, or they weren't an actual relationship, or they were just a fling, or they were going to be a relationship and didn't work out that way, or it was such a minute situation I don't even remember their name. So I'll probably do a video on all of those that will compile them all into one group of, well, I tried, but you obviously wasn't trying hard enough, or I'd at least remember your name, because I'm not like that. So there'll be another series based on that. I'm going to try and speed it up here because my phone's getting to the 30-minute mark on the recording, and it may or may not cut me off like a lot of my videos have been lately. And I don't want to have to go and record another one and splice it together. I would like this to just be straight to YouTube today. DIY's Bike Love. Now, I didn't just find love for my chopper bike, or just the one chopper bike that I own. I own 2 Jesse James, and I had a Stingray that I sold to my road dog. But it also renewed an old passion that I had for road bikes back in the day. Now, it's been over 15 years, so I think I'm in a clear by admitting, like, in my old days, I used to work on a professional bike theft crew, and we used to snatch up bikes and take them to the halfway house I was staying in and strip them down and swap parts and make them look different, and then sell them at a yard sale with some computers that I was refurbishing that I found out of trash, and other things, that art projects and stuff that I was selling off. Some of that was legit, but I hate to admit, like, I had my grimy side, and I did that. I wasn't the only one that did that, but I did that. Try and take me down now, it's too late. 15 years, law limitations, whatever. I don't live by that life anymore. But it reminded me of the skill I had on bikes and all the things that I learned about bikes. and the passion I had in helping people with fixing their bikes. So there will be a series on my love of repairing bikes. Future vlogs, I intend on doing these next 7 videos later on, much later on, because I either don't have the skills I need to do it, or I don't have the tools or the materials, or I'm just not ready to handle that kind of video yet. It's why they're back burner projects. Taz's tributes. I intend on getting a guitar and learning how to play, and starting to do tribute videos to all my favorite videos, my favorite music that touches me closest inside and fits my style and who I am closest. Taz's media reviews. I forgot a few on the other, but we'll get back to that on another video. It's okay. I intend on taking nostalgia to my channel on a level of many different directions. Few different series, actually, not just the one series. This will be one of those series where I will go through on any new music I find or new movies that I find, and I will be doing talk videos about them and reviewing them. Also, on the up and coming list, there is another nostalgia one. Nostalgia Love. Okay, so I will be starting up a lot of collections like Funko Pops and old school toys and stoner gear. And I will be making videos on my collections and researching the things that I collect and doing videos about all the stuff that I found out about the stuff that I collected that I didn't know before. There's a lot of you nostalgia guys out there, or girls, you actually know your stuff. My brain is jumbled, and I grew up